of fresh air. We like a breath of fresh air, fresh air. What makes it me? Part of my life, no matter what the future holds. Regardless if I'm cruise control or even if I lose control, I live life lavish around music and hope that part of my life gives you an influence. Purpose, I put a piece of me like writing in blood, cause writing's in my blood and it's something I love. Never derail, my train of thought brainstorms Katrina. Felony, murder, melody, you couldn't commit a misdemeanor. Beyond average, honorable principle, make moves with mandible, the way the music's hitting you. Spotlight, eyes on me, the way I open this gift. Marathon participant, runners legit. Battle scars is proof, what I earn is mine. No chance for you to recoup when you envision my shine. Come on. It's like a breath of fresh air. We like a breath of fresh air, fresh air. It's like a breath of fresh air. We like a breath of fresh air, fresh air. Catch a southpaw, the musical excellence to make you grab your mouth for. Tunnel is the reason this is gon' sound raw. To entertain you is the main goal. Kwote1 on the same road. It's not about the pesos, case closed. Dedication's what drives us to wanna make flows. The way hate drives people to wanna hate foes. My mama told me stay fresher than when I change clothes. Get your name out, worry later to wanna gain dough. So I'ma do that only because she say so. Watch you other rappers come with the same old, fresh air, we like a breath of fresh air, fresh air. It's like a breath of fresh air, we like a breath of fresh air, fresh air.
And what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Music Mania. Thank you so much for being here. Greatly appreciate all of you hanging out. Big shout out to TCN, who already started hosting us right off the bat. You know, this is going to be really cool, guys. A lot of people look at me, the first thing they say is, you know, metalhead. But I listen to everything. And when I heard this man's music, I had to get him on the show. So I want to introduce to you Kwote1 from Chi-Town. And Kwote, what's up, man?
What's going on? How's everybody doing?
We met each other through TCN, the Criminal Network. Big payday, you know, streamers. They know that game back and forth. And when I heard that you did their intro, I had to hear more. And you were so gracious that day to throw some of your love this way. And honestly, me and my fiance, we sat there and listened to all 5 of those albums, and they all are the bomb. I ain't gonna lie.
Thank you for listening. That's all I want. So I want people to listen. That's it.
Now my biggest thing is, and I have to ask, why the older sounding beats, the older music? I mean, there's a lot of soul in these things. I mean, you know, and you just seem to flow it just perfectly.
Well, to me, not in a sense. It's not older, but I guess it's what you hear. So I understand the comparison as far as what that goes. But it's hip-hop. And a lot of stuff that people think is hip-hop isn't really hip-hop. You know, it's hip-hop, not hip-hop. You know, and there's a difference. I put a lot of me into it.
Well, that's a good thing, because like when we listen to, those albums, I honestly was just like, damn, you could just hear so much as far as the soul and what you've seen, what you go through in life and stuff like that, and that's some strong shit.
I mean, a lot of that is based off of, for real. Like, I mean, like everything that I speak on what I've been through and what I lived, and I really put a part of me in my music. I mean, that's just the way it is. I can't help to do anything else, but you know what I mean? I use it almost like therapy in a sense, because I get to let everything out that I'm thinking at the time, or you know what I'm saying, positive messages or whatever, or just trying to be unique with words in that sense, though.
Now, when did you actually start, knowing that you are definitely, into the whole rap scene and the hip hop? When did you realize this was going to go on? I mean, teenager, even before that?
I'm going to tell you how I fell in love with hip hop. Now, there was an instance. It wasn't like, a progressive thing. It was instantly. I'm talking about as soon as, I was 15 years old in a math class, and, we were listening, everybody was listening to the Walkmans or whatever, CD players or whatever. I had a friend of mine named David, also goes by Wordsplay, which is the dude that I've done a couple of songs on the Tar Movement album with. I walk up to him and I say, "What you listening to?" He tells me, "The Arsonist, As the World Burns." I said, "What's that?" He said, "It's underground hip hop." And I was like, "Can I take a listen?" So I go and I listen to the whole thing from beginning to end, 15 songs, 45 minutes, that's the math period. And I am dizzy. I am excited. I'm like, wow, what did I just hear? What was that? I've never heard anything like that. I've never heard words put together that way, in that structure, like, metaphors, like just consistent punchlines, and just like intellect with the sense of ebonics almost, you know what I'm saying? And I walked up to him, I go, "Dude, what is this?" And he goes, "It's underground hip hop." I said, "Is there more?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I told him, "Show me." Instantly, as soon as I heard the first real underground hip hop album, which was The Arsonist, As the World Burns, I fell in love with hip hop. And the irony of that is I recently did a track with one of the dudes from The Arsonist. So that was pretty cool.
That's awesome. I mean, at a young age, knowing, this is what I want to do. And obviously you've followed through, because, not only do you write your own lyrics, you produce your own music, from what I understand, you also do your own videos?
Yeah, I mix and edit everything. I mix and master all my music. The only thing I don't do is I don't produce the beats, but I am the engineer, and I engineer everything behind the boards. I put it together, the audio, I put the effects and the chorus and everything like that. I record the tracks, and I do my own videos too.
That seems like a lot on one plate. So how do you juggle it?
It is a lot on one, but you know what though? I mean, if nobody's gonna help you, you gotta do it for yourself. I was at a point where I was telling people if they could help me, and a lot of people were shutting me off, you know what I mean? So what I did, this is honestly what I did. I said, all right, nobody's gonna help me with this video. I'm gonna learn to do it myself. I watched YouTube tutorials for about a month. I went out and I bought almost like $2,000 in camera equipment, and then just started shooting my own videos. That's all there is to it. It's the drive in yourself. You gotta have that. You know what I mean? If nobody's going to help you, then just do for you.
Yeah, I totally get that. And the video quality is phenomenal. So obviously you learned a lot in those YouTube videos.
I mean, I just try to put it together, and like you seen right before I started streaming, I started looking at the camera and moving it and stuff like that. I hold what I do for my name to my heart. So it has to be professional. Like, it has to look professional. It has to be professional because I want it to be in a professional setting. I'm a quality over quantity person. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's got to be on point.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And that's the good thing about it. And I think that's why I fell in love with the music. Now, you know, sitting down and listening to 5 albums straight is not something I get to do very often. But when I got to do that, I heard beats that just like, wow, I mean, shocked me. And, you know, I wonder, how do you choose? I mean, you know, how does someone, you know, say, hey, you know, quote, I want you to use this sound or whatever. And that, I mean, does it take you like seconds to know, okay, yeah, this is going to be it, or do I got to change it? Or, I mean,
some motivate more than others. I don't really need a beat to write, but most of the time, like I gave you the album Vent, and the first track that I gave you, it's an album that's not out, by the way. It's an unreleased album that you received.
Yeah, we'll keep that quiet.
No, that's fine. You know what I mean? But, I mean, you got the copy. I wanted you to take a listen. I wanted you to enjoy it. The first track is called The Beat Talks to Me. And that's literally what happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, I listen to the beat, and it gives me a message. It gives me an idea. It gives me a place to go. And the only person that hears that message is me. And then I write about it to tell you what that message was. So it's almost like an interpretation of what I listen to as an instrumental. It puts me in a different place when I hear certain rhythms. You know what I'm saying? Never know what I'ma write till I hear the rhythm. Hi-hats and snares conjure up my mind's prism. Taking you on a ride that I never been, then I tell you about it through a pad and a pen. That's the second verse. That's the beginning of the second verse.